Welcome to the boss guide portal. Click an annotation to see the strategy guide by me, TSW. Enjoy and thumbs up. Hey guys, TSW here with TGN, and in this video I'm going to go through our guild strategy for Lord Rhyolith on 25-man normal mode. Let's start off with some of his abilities and mechanics, shall we? Okay, so it's a two-phase fight. The first phase is basically you're walking him, taking him out for a stroll, and he summons adds. In phase 2, it is quite simply a DPS phase with a lot of raid healing involved. Okay, so P1, there are some adds he spawns. We have the fragments of Rhyolith and the sparks of Rhyolith. What the fragments do is, if they're not killed within 30 seconds, they will charge a random raid member and deal damage equal to their remaining HP. So you can see here the fragments are out, and it's my job to tank them. We have the ranged on them, so quite obviously the ranged do a ridiculous amount of aggro. So the case is that the ranged tank them for the most part, but no, it's okay in the end. You just need to make sure that if you are on the fragments that you are saving your Thunderclap and your Shockwave if you're a tank, and consequently your AoE abilities if you're another tank. I was doing a little bit of damage on the feet just because I could, spreading my rend with my deep wounds and basically having my Thunderclap on cooldown when perhaps I was wanting to keep it to myself. But anyway, yeah, make sure you kill the fragments. They are your key, the key adds which need to go down first, and then you want to go for the sparks, and then you want to go for a Rhyolith afterwards. So kill the fragments quickly. Also, the big add which spawns is the spark of Rhyolith. And the sparks are really cool. I do like their mechanic. It's called Inferno Rage. Basically, they will spawn with something ridiculous like 5.8 mil HP, which is a huge health ball for an ad. But every 5 seconds, they will increase their damage taken by 10%. And it's like, oh, that's cool. But also increases damage they do by 10%. So, But basically, with the ads, what you want to do is kill them as quickly as possible, whilst maintaining a good walking speed and location for Rhyolith. You don't want to be neglecting walking him, because he obviously needs to be walking in the right direction, but obviously you want to be killing the ads nice and quickly, or else your raid is going to be taking lots more damage. So basically, with the fragments, it's your raid that can die if they're not killed quickly within 30 seconds, or your tank and anyone in the location of its AoE. When the spark gets lots and lots of stacks and does more damage. We killed Rhyolith with myself, again being the warrior tank, and Sethan, again being the druid tank. So we're two tanking it. I'm on the fragments, and Sethan is on the sparks. In 10-man, I believe it's possible to do with just one tank if you tank all the ads. What you want to do is assign one person to driving Rhyolith. Basically, you can't see it on my interface because my interface fails. But what you'll get is a green bar, and once you pull the boss, there it'll be in the middle, and he'll be walking straight on. So basically, the boss walks straight on if no one's damaging. If you attack his left foot, the bar will slide to the left, and he'll start walking left. Similarly, if you DPS the right foot, he'll start turning right. So we have the melee determining which way the boss is walking, and one of the melee, our raid leader, calling on where he's going to walk. The boss will start with an 80 stack of obsidian armor, and what each stack does is reduce damage taken by 1%. So the 80 stacks, the boss, the legs, everything is reduced damage by 80%. So that's not good, but over time these stacks will lose their stacks, and yeah, you'll be able to do more damage as the fight progresses, which is cool. So don't expect to be doing lots and lots of damage to begin with. However, the further the fight progresses, the more damage you will be doing. The boss will also do a concussive stomp over time. Basically, he'll raise one foot, smash it on the ground. This will summon volcanoes. Now, the AoE concussive stomp doesn't do that much damage. However, the volcanoes will be doing a stacking debuff to everyone in the raid once they are ignited. They ignite by showing up in, like, they come out the ground and they spew lava out of them. You need to make sure you avoid the lava that's on the floor. The lines of lava which spew out of the volcanoes, this does a lot of fire damage. You need to avoid these at all costs. Also, there will be a stacking debuff once there are active volcanoes out. The stacking debuff will increase fire damage taken, and will keep going up and up and up until he does one concussive stomp, which will pretty much one-shot the raid. We had like 1 or 2 attempts when we died from this. I think this is our 3rd or 4th attempt, so again, killed this boss really nicely and quickly. Not too challenging, but again, very, very fun. So in order to stop yourselves from getting this stacking debuff, what you need to do is walk Rhyolith over the active volcanoes. This will stop the volcanoes from being active, stop the stacking debuff from carrying on, and it'll give you time for your stacks to run out. Once you get the legs down to 25% HP, we will start phase 2. I must just mention that the legs do share an HP pool, so you could, I think there's an achievement for it, just attack the right leg and you'll still be able to kill the boss. He'll just run around in a circle. Okay, so here we are hitting phase 2. It's basically a DPS nuke phase and a heal fest. You want to pop Hero really early on, if not before the phase, because this phase lasts literally like 10 seconds. So pop all your cooldowns, pop Raid Wall, Rallying Cry, all that good stuff, all your Raid cooldowns, because he does a lot of AoE damage. You want to make sure also that you are getting rid of that stacking debuff, because it will start wiping your raid if you go into the 2nd phase with it up. Thank you for watching my Lord Rhyolith guide on TGN. I've been TSW. Click anywhere on the portal to be taken to another video via annotation. I'll catch you guys later. Cheers, bye.